Alright, well, I've promised plenty of my Zippo fans that I would show more Zippo things, including my current Zippo collection. As I mentioned many times before in the past and through private messaging, I traded off much of my Zippo collection. Not because I didn't like it, I still love my Zippos, but, it's just, Zippos for me have always been a side hobby. I know a lot of you guys who watch my videos, maybe you're not even into knives at all, or maybe definitely not into guns, maybe you can't have them. For whatever reason, you just like my Zippo vids. I do still love Zippos, but over the years I went through kind of phases where at one point all I thought about were different Zippos. You know, I wanted this one, and, I was on eBay like all day long. And the phases kind of go in and out. I mean, like I said, besides Zippos, I'm into guns now. I've been into flashlights. These are all side hobbies. The one hobby that I will never ever fade out of are knives. I love knives ever since I was 9 years old, and I'll love them to the day I die. But Zippos are a fantastic hobby, but again, for me, just a side hobby. So what I actually did was, a while ago, I traded the majority of my Zippo collection for a knife, which was the same value, that William Henry folder. The value on that was $650, and I traded about, I'd say $600 worth of Zippo stuff for it. And I was very happy with the trade, and I love the knife. But then, when I got into guns, I traded the knife for a used Smith & Wesson revolver, that .357 Magnum. So it's just about priorities for me, I mean, the Zippos are cool, but they've just been sitting in the case for years, and they're collectibles. I didn't use those specific Zippos, so I decided to trade it for stuff I was going to use. Anyway, let me back out here. I'm actually zoomed in. This is the one case I did keep. The smaller case I showed in my collection video. Sorry for the jolt there. This actually holds 8 Zippos in the case, okay? But I don't have the Zippos in their cases, so I can hold a little bit more in here. Now I have 3 up top. Of course, I'll show you all these individually. But I have 3 in the first shelf, 3 in the second, 2 on the third, then a couple, oddball Zippo stuff. So in the case, brand new, what brand new Zippos I have left, I have 7. No, wait. 3, 5, 6. I have 6 brand new Zippos that I have not used, never will use. They all have sentimental value to me. Then I have a little drawer here, okay, which is part of a jewelry drawer that I picked up at a church sale a couple of years ago, which I keep a bunch of different stuff, and I keep knives in there, my watches, all kinds of stuff. But I have my own little drawer for Zippo stuff. And in here I have my user Zippos. These are the ones that I do tricks with and the ones I actually carry. This one here. I have this one. Of course, I'll go over all this in just a minute. And I have 2 kind of plain ones in here. So I have 4 user Zippos, as well as some accessories. So first, let me turn the case around here, open the case, and I'll show you what I've got in here. And I do keep this locked up. Actually, I keep pretty much everything I own locked up. By the way, if you're interested in these cases you're looking at right now, you can find these on eBay. Actually, years and years ago, when I was in high school, actually, I was a freshman when I first went to high school. I worked at a Eckerd drugstore. There's a pharmacy, and they had a Zippo display. And when they were done selling all the Zippos, they were actually going to throw out the display. And I said, well, I'll take it if you're going to throw it out. That's where I got this. But you can buy these on eBay for roughly 20 bucks. I've seen them anywhere from $20 to $30. The really big case that I used to have, you can get the manual ones exactly like mine for about 60 bucks, $70. And you get the automatic ones that have like the lights and the electric turntable. They're a little bit more, just over 100 bucks. But anyway, let's take a look in here. First, let's start from the top. This one is the 1941 replica. Very rounded corners, as a flat finish on the front, and then the polished on the sides. I bought this Zippo by myself from Zippo. One year for a family vacation, we went to the Zippo case collectors, visitors center in Bradford, Pennsylvania. The actual factory where they make all the Zippos were just down the road. But they have a visitor center, really, really cool museum type place, and they have a whole shop, and I actually bought that from there on vacation. So that has a lot of sentimental value to me. Again, just memories of the actual vacation and the fact that I got it from Zippo, which is really cool. The second one here, just a brass emblem. or full brass Zippo. Never actually used this. This is the first Zippo I ever got. I have my very first knife, and I have my very first Zippo. And I'll never get rid of this. And I actually never used this. When I first got it, I just thought it was too cool. You know, I didn't want to mess it up, so I never used it. But this is my very first Zippo I ever got. So I just thought that was really cool. And just simple brass, but like I said, with the eagle emblem on here. You can actually still find these. I don't know if they're still in production, but there's a lot of places that still sell them. I think I saw it on, if you go to eknifeworks.com, I think they had it for like maybe $20. It wasn't that bad. Here's the high polished 1937 replica. Got this when I got my 1941 replica. Same thing, got it at the case, a Zippo case visitor center. So it has a lot of sentimental value to me. I really like the throwback ones. I would love the originals. Just can't afford them. I mean, they pop up on eBay all the time, but they're in the hundreds, usually if they're in good condition. So the replicas will have to do. But I absolutely love them, just the throwbacks. Obviously, the older one here is much more squared off. You have the double horizontal lines on the corners. And there I am. Hello. Let's get a wave to you from back here. Hello. As you can see, very high polish. Let's see, next shelf here. This is a Zippo I got, obviously, from knifeart.com. When I got my Sebenza knife, if you're not into knives, that's fine. But when I got my Sebenza, it had a lot of sentimental value to me. When my grandfather passed away, I got a sheath made for it with an owl on it, you know, because my grandfather loved owls. So anyway, just kind of made a promise to myself I would never sell the knife. And when I got the knife, I happened to just pick up the Zippo as well from their store. And, you know, also decided never to use it. And this one still has a sticker on it as well. Never even opened it. Next one here is from the Zippo Click Collectors Club. If you guys are into Zippos, you gotta get a membership to the Click Club. As you can see here, if I turn this around, I have 3 years memberships. I don't currently have a membership. I can show you up here. You can see these pins, Zippo Click. You get these when you join the membership. Just go to Zippo's website, www.zippo.com, and they have all the information there for the Zippo Click Collectors Club. It's the official Zippo Collectors Club. You get a really nice starter package. You get a bunch of different stuff, and one of the cool things is you get the option to actually, let me bring my camera down a little bit more. You get the option to buy these limited edition Zippos, and this is just one of them I bought one year. I think it was like $25. It has that spectrum finish, not the rainbow, but like the purplish blue. Just really cool. And again, I like it just because it's so rare. You know, I mean, only members can purchase these Zippos. Of course, aftermarket you can sell them to anyone, but just not a whole lot made. So it has a sentimental value in that respect for me. Also, still has the sticker on there. Do not touch it. Never opened it. This next one here is actually it was broken. This was actually is kind of a long story that was that goes with this Zippo here. But when I was on knife forums, I had mentioned I like Zippos, and someone on the forums, and this is when I just joined, just a young kid on the forums, some total stranger, offered to send me 3 different Zippos. They all had problems. They were broken. But he offered to send them to me totally free. You know, he paid shipping, got them to me really fast, with the idea that I would just send them in and have them fixed. I was so, kind of excited about it, and, I just really appreciated that total generosity of a total stranger sending me these Zippos. And actually, this one has his initials on it. All 3 were purchased from his daughter to him for birthday presents over the years when his daughter was young. And he actually, they had a lot of sentimental value to him, but he didn't realize that once they're broken, you can send them in to fix them. He had no idea. So what I did as a surprise is I sent them all in, had them all fixed, and I sent them all back to him. Now this one had a broken hinge. They fixed the hinge up perfectly. The insert was messed up. They gave me a brand new brass insert here, you can see, to match the case for the original. And I sent all 3 back to him. Okay, because I knew that they meant a lot to him, and he was just so surprised and, again, happy, for my generosity to him. He actually sent me this one back and said, I want you to keep this. I really, really appreciate, the thought and what you did. And so this has a really cool story behind it. And there's his initials, W-E-L. And I know his name was Wendell, but I do not remember his middle or last name. But very, 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 very cool story behind that. And again, just a lot of sentimental value. I'll probably never get rid of that, no matter what. I mean, you know, they don't have too much physical value, but a lot of sentimental, as I said. This one, very cool, little slim. This my sister actually bought me. You can see there has my name on that. So of course, never ever get rid of this. This one is not used. I always plan to use this one, but then every time I go to fill it, I change my mind. And I want to keep it new. Just really nice for, again, just an all brass model. So of course, sentimental value there. I'm sorry, my camera just died there. I'll pick up. Last one in this case I want to show you is that Zippo Blue. I am going to do a review update on this one. Some things I want to mention. It actually works better than I thought. So I'm going to. It was partly due to my own personal error that I was having problems with this. So I'm going to do a full review update on this. Just a quick little view. People ask me how you change the flint. All you do is pull this up, and there's your flint tube there. But again, I'll have a full review update on this one. Okay, in the near future. And then I have just some Zippo accessories. Get my camera down here. 2 different pouches, some nylon pouches for carry, some extra flints and wicks, and I have a Zippo knife, which I will have a review on as well. This one happens to be their khaki model. Pretty interesting. I'll have a review on this one in the near future as well. So that's everything in the case. Lock this back up. Now here is my little, bring the camera down once again, here. Here is my little drawer full of Zippo stuff. These are my users. I have a regular slim and a matte finish, and I have a full-size matte finish one. This is actually from Marlboro. It has scroll work on the sides and my initials in the bottom right-hand corner there, which are hard to see. But anyway, those are my user Zippos as well as these two. This one was one that I gave to my grandfather. This is also a Marlboro model, Eat, Ride, and Sleep. You've seen this in a couple of my videos. I use this all the time. When my grandfather passed away, I took it back, so it has a lot of sentimental value to me. But I do like to use that quite a bit. And then, of course, this one, my 1937 replica that I put my own little emblem on there from a different lighter. Totally unique. Obviously, no one else has this, so I think that's pretty cool. I like the throwbacks. I like the replicas quite a bit. So this is actually one of my favorite uses as well. These two get used the most, and then every now and then I'll use one of these other ones, but it's kind of a rare occasion. I do still have my zip lights. I have 2 of them. One's original. One has the red LED in it. The original doesn't work. The batteries are dead. This should be the red LED, which looks like maybe the batteries are dead in this one now. So might have to change the batteries. But those are the zip lights. I still have my fuel canisters. It's actually a spare. I have 2 of them. I use my bigger one, or my other one, on my big bob bag. And then I have these other butane inserts. I have 2 of these Z Plus inserts. Yeah, these are not filled. I didn't fill these. See there, I have another one back there. And then I have the one Thunderbird one, which is filled. So I have some options here. If I don't want to carry it around filled, or if I want to go butane, I have the option to add that insert. And then of course I still have the Diamond brand insert for the inside as well to use regular fluid. I actually like that a lot, but I'm keeping it more of, not really a collector's item, but something just to hold on to for down the road. So that's pretty much my collection. This is just some extra flints in here. Yeah, but that's pretty much my collection right now. I still do use Zippos occasionally. I do not smoke. I get that question a lot. Don't smoke at all. Just pyromaniac into the collectibles, and occasionally I have a use for fire. Lighting candles or incense, or back in the day I used to really be into fireworks, so I always need a lighter for fireworks. But usually I break out my lighter to end up lighting a friend's cigarette. If they pull a cigarette out and they don't have their lighter on them, I usually do. But you know, I've also used Zippos in the past to start campfires and things of that nature too. So even if you don't smoke, there's still plenty of uses you can have for a lighter. But anyway, guys, that's my current Zippo collection. I do plan to get more Zippos in the future. I just don't know when. I have other interests right now, like as you've probably seen, or some of you getting sick of, because either you just can't get guns, you know, where you live because you're in a different country, or you're just too young to own them. For whatever reason, you're sick of my gun videos because, you know, like either you're not interested or you just can't get them for yourself yet. I do apologize for that, but, you know, I have a wide variety of audience, and I'm just interested in a lot of different things. So I wanted to get these Zippo videos out for you guys. I know, like I said, some of you are just into the Zippos, can care less about knives or guns or flashlights or anything else. You know, so I want to make a video for you guys. But I do plan to get more Zippos in the future. I don't know if I'll get some regular models like I used to, or there's a couple ones I'm really interested in. I've always wanted a Japanese design Zippo, and, you know, from Japan. And I've always wanted a World War II Zippo, the Black Crackle. Those are obviously up there in price. If you guys do your shopping, you'll know that you know, even really beat up, they're up there in price. But very cool collectible. I do want to get a genuine Vietnam Zippo. I have 2 or 3 fakes right now, or counterfeits, but I've never had a genuine one. I would like that in my collection. So, you know, there's a couple things I'd like in the future, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. So some videos you can look forward to is a new update on the Zippo Blue. Not as crappy as I thought. Again, due to my own user error, you know, I kind of talked down on it a little bit, but I will have an update and give you guys an update on that. As well as new Zippo tricks in the future. I have a bunch of different tricks I'd like to show you guys. Again, just kind of pressed for time, doing a whole bunch of different videos, all kinds of stuff. So anyway, hope you guys enjoy this video. I thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.